Good morning, students. This is ninth standard mathematics. Before entering into the topic, I just want to remind you that keep your notebook and pen ready to take notes. In the last session, we have learnt about factorization, such as factorization using identity, factorization of quadratic equation, and factorization using synthetic division method. Today we are going to learn about factorization using synthetic division method of type 2. Let us continue the remaining sums of exercise 3.7 and the new exercise 3.8. Exercise 3.8 is given in page number 114 in your book. Exercise 3.8, first sum. Factorize each of the following polynomials using synthetic division. First subdivision is x cube minus 3x square minus 10x plus 24. Here we have to factorize this algebraic expression using synthetic division method, but the divider is not given. We have to identify the divider and then we have to factorize this expression using synthetic division. So first check whether this expression is in the standard form or not. So here the power is cube 3, 2, 1 and the constant term. So this expression is in the standard form. Let P of x is equal to, take this expression as P of x. Let P of x is equal to x cube minus 3x square minus 10x plus 24. First we have to check whether this expression is in the standard form or not, and then let P of x is equal to, take this expression as P of x. Okay. Now we have to identify the divider. For that, first we have to substitute x is equal to 1. Put x is equal to 1. Okay. So in the place of x, now we have to substitute 1. In the place of x, we have to substitute the value 1. So 1 cube minus 3 into 1 square minus 10 into 1 plus 24. So 1 cube is 1 into 1 into 1. So this is again 1 minus 3 into 1 square. 1 square is 1 into 1, 1 minus 10 ones are 10 plus 24. So 1 minus 3 ones are 3 minus 10 plus 24. Now add the positive terms. Add the positive terms, like terms. Okay. So 1 and 24. These two numbers are in positive symbol. So 24 plus 1 is 25. And these two numbers are in negative symbol. So you have to add these two numbers and put the negative symbol. Okay. So minus 3 minus 10. Adding these two numbers, we will get minus 13. So 25 minus 13, which is equal to 12. So here we didn't get the answer 0. We are not getting the answer 0. So x is equal to 1 is not a factor. Here x is equal to 1 is not a divider for this algebraic expression. So next we have to substitute x is equal to minus 1. X is equal to 1. First we have to put x is equal to 1, and then the next step we have to substitute x is equal to minus 1. So P of minus 1 is equal to, in the place of x, we have to substitute minus 1 now. So minus 1 the whole cube minus 3 into minus 1 the whole square minus 10 into minus 1 plus 24. So here minus 1 the whole cube is nothing but minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. I already told you that minus to the power odd number will become minus itself. Minus to the power even will make this symbol as positive symbol. Okay, so minus 1 the whole power 3 is it minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1 is again minus 1 minus 3 into minus 1 the whole square is nothing but minus 1 into minus 1. So this will become plus 1. Here two minus symbols are there. So when we multiplying these two negative symbols, we will get positive. Minus into minus plus. 10 ones are 10 plus 24. So now minus 1, simplifying this, minus 1, 3 ones are 3, minus 3. These two symbols are in positive sign. So adding these two numbers, we will get 34. So minus 1 minus 3 will become minus 4 plus 34, which is equal to 30. Again this is not equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to minus 1 is not a factor again. Now we have to substitute x is equal to 2 plus 2. Okay. Now p of 2 is equal to, in this expression we have to substitute 2 for x. So p of 2 is equal to 2 cube minus 3 into 2 square minus 10 into 2 plus 24. So 2 cube is 2 into 2 into 2 will become 8 minus 3 into 2 square is 4 minus 10 twos are 20 plus 24. So which is equal to 8 minus 3 fours are 12 minus 20 plus 24. Now add the like terms, we will get 24 plus 8 is 32 minus, adding these two numbers, minus 12 minus 20 will become minus 32. So when we adding plus 32 minus 32, we will get this expression as 0. So here we are getting the answer 0. Therefore we will write x is equal to 2 is a factor. This is a factor. X is equal to 2 is a factor, or take this x2 to the left hand side, it will become minus. X minus 2 is a factor. Now we identify the factor, that is divider. We identify the divider for this expression, x cube minus 3x square minus 10x plus 24. Now in the last exercise we have learnt about the synthetic division method, factorizing using synthetic division method. Now write the coefficients first. So the coefficients in the given expression is 1 minus 3 minus 10 and plus 24, isn't it? So here we have identified x minus 2 is a factor. So x is equal to 2 is a factor, so put 2 here. Okay, so x is equal to 2 is a factor, put 2 in this place, and then we already know that here we have to put 0. For every sum in synthetic division method we have to write 0 in this place. Now adding these two numbers, we will get 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. Now multiplying these two numbers, 1 2s are 2. Now adding these two numbers, we will get minus 1. And then multiplying these two numbers, we will get minus 2. Now adding these two numbers, minus 10 and minus 2 is minus 12. Now multiplying these two numbers, we will get minus 24. Plus 24 minus 24 will become 0. You already know that we have to include x square with this term, isn't it? So 1x square minus 1x minus 12. Now we have to factorize this expression. So when we factorizing this, minus 12 is a product and the sum is minus 1. Now we have to identify the two numbers. When we multiplying the two numbers, the product will be minus 12. When we add or subtract the two numbers, the answer will be minus 1. This you already know that in the last exercise. So I already told you that the two numbers are 4 into 3, minus 4 into 3. So 4 3s are 12, minus 12. When we subtracting 3 from minus 4, we will get minus 1. Therefore, x square minus, we have to substitute minus 4x plus 3x minus 12. So splitting the first two terms, we will get the common term as x, the common variable x taken outside. So this is x minus 4 plus 3 into, here the common variable, common number is x, 3 into x. 3 is the common term in both the terms. 3 into x, 3x, 3 4s are 12. So inside the bracket we have x minus 4 and outside the bracket we have x plus 3. Therefore, the factors are, already we find one factor. So x minus 2 is one factor, x minus 2 is a factor, and x minus 4 and also x plus 3 are the factors of this sum. This is the answer for the first sum, first subdivision. Exercise 3.7, second sum. The area of a rectangle is x square plus 7x plus 12. If its breadth is x plus 3, then find its length. So here area of the rectangle is given. Given area of a rectangle is equal to x square plus 7x plus 12. We know the area of the rectangle formula is length into breadth, that is L into B. So length into breadth, L into B, which is equal to given x square plus 7x plus 12. But here the breadth of the rectangle is given, breadth is B. So breadth of the rectangle is, length is L. So here the breadth is x plus 3, which is equal to x square plus 7x plus 2. Now we have to identify the length. So length L is equal to x square plus 7x plus 2 divided by x plus 3. Now we have to divide this x square plus 7x plus 2 with x plus 3. Now using synthetic division, we identify the area of the, length of the rectangle. We will identify the length of the rectangle. Now coming to the synthetic division, here the coefficients are 1, 7 and 2. So the coefficients are 1, 7, 2. Okay. Now using synthetic division method, the divider is x plus 3. Now we have to identify this divider is equal to 0. This you already know that. So when we equate this expression is equal to 0, x plus 3 is equal to 0, we'll get the value of x is equal to minus 3. So write minus 3 in this place. So in the synthetic division method, we have to write 0 here. For all the sums we have to write 0. So adding these two numbers, we will get 1. And then multiplying these two numbers, we will get minus 3 in this place. 7 minus 3 is 4. Again multiplying these two numbers, we will get minus 12. So 2 minus 12 is minus 10. In the given expression, they are given x square plus 7x plus 12. So the coefficients are 1, 7 and 12. 1, 7 and 12. So 1, 7 and 12. Here 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 3s are 3, minus 3, 7 minus 3 is 4. Again multiplying these two numbers, 4 into 3, minus 3, minus 12, 4 3s are 12, minus 12. So plus 12 minus 12 will become 0, in this place. Therefore, we have to include x with this number and this is the constant term. So 1x plus 4. This is the another factor. So the length is equal to, length of the rectangle is equal to, length of a rectangle is equal to x plus 4. This is the answer for the second sum. The second sum, I will repeat once again. The second sum is the area of a rectangle is x square plus 7x plus 12. If its breadth is x plus 3, then find its length. We know the formula for area of the rectangle. Given area of the rectangle is x square plus 7x plus 12. Area of the rectangle formula is length into breadth. L into B is equal to x square plus 7x plus 12. X square plus 7x plus 12. So, now L, this is the length, L into breadth is x plus 3. Breadth is x plus 3 which is equal to x square plus 7x plus 12. So, length is equal to this expression divided by x plus 3. So, x square plus 7x plus 12 divided by x plus 3. Now, we have to divide x plus 3 with this expression using synthetic division method. So, for that first we have to write the coefficients 1, 7 and 12. Here x plus 3 is equal to 0 will become x is equal to minus 3. So, write that minus 3 in that place. So, write 0 here. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 3s are 3. 7 minus 3 is 4. 4 into minus 3 will become minus 12. So, adding these two numbers we will get 0. So, here we have to include x with this number. So, 1x plus 4 is the another factor. Therefore, the length of the rectangle, here they are asking to find the length of the rectangle. So, length of the rectangle is equal to x plus 4. This is the answer for the second sum. Exercise 3.7, third sum. The base of a parallelogram is 5x plus 4. Find its height if the area is 25x square minus 16. Now, we have to identify the height of the parallelogram. So, given area of the parallelogram. Area of a parallelogram is equal to 25x square minus 16. We know the formula for to identify the parallelogram, area of the parallelogram. So, area of the parallelogram is nothing but base into height. Base into height is equal to 25x square minus 16. Here, they are given the base of the parallelogram is 5x plus 4. So, substitute in the place of B. Base is 5x plus 4 and height is equal to 25x square minus 16. From this, we have to identify the height. H is equal to 25x square minus 16 divided by 5x plus 4. When this expression come to the right hand side, it will become divide. So, using synthetic division, we have to identify the height of the parallelogram. But here the expression 25x square minus 16 is not in the standard form. Because here x power 2 we have, but x power 1 is not here. For that we have to include 0x power 1 minus 16. This is the standard form. This expression is not in the standard form. So we have to write, include this 0. 0 into x is 0. So this term will become 0. This will not change the value of the expression. Okay. So 25x square plus 0x minus 16 divided by 5x plus 4. So synthetic division method, using synthetic division method, here the coefficients are 25, 0 and minus 16. Now equating this divider is equal to 0. 5x plus 4 is equal to 0. From this we will get the value for x. X is equal to minus 4 by 5. So write that minus 4 by 5 in this place. Now we have to put 0 here. You know that already. 25 plus 0 is 25. Now we have to multiply these two terms. Minus 4 by 5 into 25. Isn't it? So multiplying these two terms will get 5. 5 5s are 25. So minus 4 into 5 is minus 20. So write that minus 20 in this place. So 0 minus 20 will become minus 20. Again we have to multiply these two terms. So minus 4 by 5 into this minus 20. Here cancelling these two terms, again we will get 4. Minus 4 into minus 4 will become 4 4s are 16, minus into minus plus 16. So minus 16 plus 16 will become 0. Okay, I will repeat it once again. So here we have to write minus 4 by 5. 25 plus 0 is 25. Multiplying these two terms, here we will get minus 20. And adding these two terms, 0 minus 20 is minus 20. Again multiplying these two terms, minus 4 by 5 into minus 20. We'll get 4 5s are 20 and 4 4s are 16. Minus into minus plus 16. Minus 16 plus 16 will become 0. Here we have to include x with this term. So 25x minus 20. 25x minus 20 is a factor of the expression. Therefore, height of the parallelogram. Height of the parallelogram. Height of a parallelogram is equal to 25x minus 20. This is the answer for the third sum. 3.8 first sum, second subdivision. Factorize using synthetic division method. Here the divider is not given. So we have to identify the divider first. Solution. First we have to check this expression is in the standard form or not. So the power, checking the powers, will get the descending order 3, 2, 1 and the constant term. So this is in the standard form. So take this expression as p of x. Let p of x is equal to 2x cube minus 3x square minus 3x plus 2. Okay. So take this expression p of x as 2x cube minus 3x square minus 3x plus 2. First put x is equal to 1. In the place of x we have to substitute 1. So p of 1 is equal to 2 into 1 cube minus 3 into 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus 2. So 2 into 1 cube is 1 minus 3 into 1 square is 1 minus 3 ones are 3 plus 2. So 2 ones are 2 minus 3 ones are 3 minus 3 plus 2. So adding the like terms we will get 2 plus 2 is 4 and minus 3 is minus 6. So 4 minus 6 is minus 2, which is not equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to 1 is not a factor. Now we have to substitute x is equal to minus 1. So p of minus 1 is equal to 2 into minus 1 the whole cube minus 3 into minus 1 the whole square minus 3 into minus 1 plus 2, which is equal to 2 into minus 1 cube is again minus 1 minus 3 into minus 1 the whole square is plus 1 minus into minus plus 3 ones are 3 plus 2. So minus 2 minus 3 ones are 3 minus 3 plus 2. Here minus into minus plus 3 ones are 3 plus 3 plus 2. Okay. Now adding the like terms. So here 2 into minus 1 is minus 2 minus 3 into 1 is minus 3 plus 3 plus 2. Adding the like terms will get minus 2 minus 3 will become minus 5 and plus 3 plus 5 plus 2 will become plus 5. So minus 5 plus 5 will become 0. Therefore x is equal to minus 1 is a factor. We will write this x is equal to minus 1 as x plus 1. So when this minus 1 come to the left hand side, it will become plus 1. When this minus 1 comes to the left hand side, it will become plus 1. So x plus 1 is a factor. X plus 1 is a factor. Now we identify the divider. We found the divider x plus 1. So we have to divide the given expression with this x plus 1. Okay. Now the given expression is 2x cube minus 3x square minus 3x plus 2. So using synthetic division method they are given. So in synthetic division method, you know, first we have to write the coefficients. So 2 minus 3 and 2 again. Okay. Now x is equal to minus 1. X plus 1 is a factor. So x is equal to minus 1. You have to write 0 in this place. 2 plus 0 is 2. 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 3 minus 2 is minus 5. So 1 into minus 5. Minus 1 into minus 5 is plus 5. Minus 3 plus 5. Adding these two numbers. So we'll get plus 2. The sign of the bigger number is 2. 2 ones are 2 minus 2. Again 2 minus 2 is 0. Now we have to include x square with this term and x with this minus 5 and the constant term. So 2x square minus 5x plus 2 is a expression we got. Now we have to factorize this expression. So here the product is 2 2s are 4. We have to multiply these two numbers a into c, isn't it? This you know already. So here in this expression the value of a is 2 and b is equal to minus 5. C is equal to 2 again. So the product AC is equal to 2 2s are 4. Product AC is 4 and the sum is minus 5. So we have to identify two numbers. So when we multiplying the two numbers, we will get plus 4. So minus 1 into minus 4 is plus 4. Minus 1 minus 4 is minus 5. So splitting the middle term 2x square minus 5x. When we split this middle term as minus 1x minus 4x plus 2. So splitting first two terms will get the common variable is x. Take this common variable outside. So 2x into x is 2x square minus 1 and here the common term is 2. 2x minus 1 again we will get. We will arise this answer. Now here inside the bracket we have 2x minus 1 and outside the bracket we have x minus 2. So therefore the factors are, what are the factors? We have x plus 1 is the factor and 2x minus 1 is the factor and x minus 2 is the factor. These are the factors of this second subdivision. Factorizing this term 2x square minus 5x plus 2. Here a is equal to 2 and b is equal to minus 5. C is equal to 2 again. So product is equal to a into c. 2 2s are 4 and the sum is minus 5. This you know already. The two numbers are minus 1 and minus 4. Splitting the middle term method. So 2x square minus 1x minus 4x plus 2. First, taking the first two terms, the common variable is x. So x into 2x minus 1 minus 2 into 2x minus 1. So inside the bracket we have 2x minus 1 and outside the bracket we have x minus 2. Therefore, the factors are x plus 1, 2x minus 1 and x minus 2. Students, these are the practice sums for you. Practice these sums in your notebook and submit when school reopens. If you have any doubt in this, it will be clarified when school reopens. And using the following link, you can get more details related to the topic.